Hey you guys, it's me SpongeBob #1 fan 2003 here, and as you can see I'm here with the super duper cool SpongeBob Cine-Manga book, and this one is called Gone Jellyfishin, and I actually just got this book a couple of days ago, and this is actually a very super cool Cine-Manga book, and I really love it. Okay, so as you can see on the front cover there's SpongeBob, and he's getting stung by a jellyfish, and then there are some other jellyfish right here, and obviously there's the Cine-Manga logo and Tokyo Pop stuff and the awesome old SpongeBob logo. And here is the spine really quick, and here is the back. It's pretty much just like any other SpongeBob Cine-Mangas. There's a little picture of SpongeBob right here and the description about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start looking at the pages that are in this book. Okay, so firstly there's a little picture of SpongeBob right here holding a jellyfishing net, and it obviously says Gone Jellyfishin. And this book was made in 2005, and then there's a picture of SpongeBob getting stung by another jellyfish. And then all of the SpongeBob characters, like about them and stuff, here. And then the contents right here, and the first story is Tea at the Tree Dome. Okay, so SpongeBob sees a really strange person fighting this giant clam, and apparently that person is a land squirrel, and she's wearing this very weird diving suit, and she momentarily defeats the clam, and then the clam comes back and attacks her even more. And SpongeBob tries to save the little squirrel, and he pries open the mouth along with Sandy as well. Like, you know, like SpongeBob and Sandy both pry open the clam's mouth, and then SpongeBob fights the tongue, and then the clam's mouth shuts, and then Sandy falls back, and SpongeBob is now trapped in the clam, and then Sandy fights the clam, and SpongeBob is now free. And then the squirrel person likes karate just like SpongeBob does, and that squirrel's name is Sandy, and obviously the sponge is SpongeBob. And Sandy shows SpongeBob how good her karate is, and SpongeBob does a little armpit fart. And Sandy wears a very weird bowl on her head, and she calls it an air helmet. And SpongeBob doesn't know anything about air at all, and then after Sandy leaves, SpongeBob goes to his friend Patrick, and he asks him what air is, and obviously Patrick just says that air is fancy talk, and you have to hold your pinky up like that. So the next day, or later that day, SpongeBob goes to Sandy's house, and then all the water drains out, and SpongeBob has a hard time breathing. And then as soon as Sandy lets him in, there's no water, and SpongeBob coughs a lot because there's no water. And then SpongeBob is slowly dying of lack of water, and you can just see that his eyes are all black, and his fingers break, and he just looks so like brittle and dry. Oh yeah, and he even gives her some flowers too. I nearly forgot about that. And then SpongeBob tries to escape, but he can't open the door. And then Sandy comes back with her new flowers and a vase full of ice cold water, and the water just looks so like sweet and like refreshing to poor drying SpongeBob. And he drinks all the water, he runs around screaming and crying around the tree dome, and then Patrick gets in. And then Patrick starts feeling the exact same way as SpongeBob does. He feels dry. And both Patrick and SpongeBob are completely dried out, and Sandy screams and sees her two friends, or her new friend and SpongeBob's best friend. So she actually modifies some of her old water helmets, I mean her old air helmets, and turns them into water helmets for her sea creature friends, so they can breathe in her tree dome finally. And then they drink tea. Well, Sandy puts the tea bags into their helmet so they can drink the tea that way, and they're all really enjoying their tea. Alright? And then the second story is Jellyfishing. So SpongeBob and Patrick are jellyfishing and they're getting stung a lot, and then Squidward comes out about ready to ride his bike. And SpongeBob asks him if he wants to go jellyfishing with them. Oh gosh, look at Patrick's face. But Squidward obviously says that he does not want to go jellyfishing with those two barnacle brains. So so Squidward is riding on his bike, and he laughs a lot, and a jellyfish actually flies into his mouth. Oh my gosh. Alright. And then Squidward spits out the jellyfish and he slaps it, and then the jellyfish flies into his shirt, and Squidward's legs get tangled into the pedals on his bike, and then he gets into a horrible crash. And sweet SpongeBob and Patrick throw Squidward a welcome home party, and they give him some alphabet soup that spells best day ever. And it's a bit hot, so Patrick blows on it, but sadly all of the soup that's still hot ends up getting all over poor Squidward. And SpongeBob decides, instead of feeding Squidward soup, how about play him a nice song on the clarinet? But SpongeBob's lips are a bit dry, so he licks them. And music isn't anything good either. So the two boys decide to take Squidward out jellyfishing, and obviously you have to have a firm grasp on your net, but Squidward's hands are all bandaged up, so he can't hold the net. And Patrick literally, like, he literally smashes the net into Squidward's hand. And holy cow, that looks like it hurts horribly. Alright. So SpongeBob and Patrick jellyfish, and then they get stung a lot. And then the jellyfish bites Squidward's nose, and he gets so mad that he begins chasing after the jellyfish. And then he catches it, and then its mom, or that giant jellyfish, chases after Squidward, and the big jellyfish ends up stinging Squidward really bad, and now Squidward's in like a full body cast. Well, he was actually in a full body cast here too, but it's like a glass protection. And then Squidward is still so mad at SpongeBob and Patrick that he opens up the jar that they gave to him with the jellyfish inside, and that ends up biting them even more, or stinging them. And then the big mom jellyfish comes back and stings Squidward more, and then his cast breaks. So, and then jellyfish jam. The third story. So SpongeBob is catching jellyfish, and he takes some jelly from a jellyfish, and he puts it on a piece of toast, and he eats it. Ah, there's nothing better than the taste of natural jelly from a jellyfish. Oh, my French accent. Anyway, so, SpongeBob goes home, but the jellyfish wants to follow him. But SpongeBob won't allow the jellyfish to come home, and then the jellyfish is so depressed because he can't go home with SpongeBob, and then SpongeBob says, oh, what the heck? So he brings the jellyfish home, and it's actually fully trained, so obviously it'll fetch, and it plays dead, and it's even potty trained. See that? And then SpongeBob and the jellyfish are playing music, they're dancing a lot, they're having a dance party. SpongeBob is the only guy I know that can have fun with a jellyfish for 12 hours. So then it's getting so late that SpongeBob decides to go to bed, but the jellyfish wants to have more dancing fun. And obviously SpongeBob won't let it, so they just go to bed. And then the jellyfish invites all of its jellyfish friends over, and they splatter jelly all over poor little Gary. And then they end up having a big dance party all night long. And then they invite SpongeBob for all the fun, but SpongeBob says, "Alright, that's it, everybody out!" And then SpongeBob accidentally ruins their fun, and Squidward plays his clarinet. And then the jellyfish stings Squidward. And SpongeBob takes the radio thing, and then it accidentally breaks, and SpongeBob gets stung a lot by all the jellyfish. And SpongeBob and Gary are stuck on top of SpongeBob's house, and then Gary, like, tinks his eyes together or whatever, and it plays some, like, fun little music, and that actually calms the jellyfish down, and then SpongeBob and Gary lure the jellyfish back to Jellyfish Fields. So, yeah. That's very cool. And then Jellyfish Hunter, the final story. Okay. So SpongeBob catches lots of jellyfish, and then he sees a blue jellyfish that he cannot catch. And he calls it Oh No Name. And he obviously fails with catching the blue jellyfish. And then he says, "Barnacles, how does he do that? Someday I'll catch Oh No Name." So SpongeBob goes to work, and it's time for his lunch break, so he eats a Krabby Patty with jellyfish jelly. And apparently Fred wants to have some, and he loves it so much that he sings a song. And then Mr. Krabs decides to, you know, capture lots of jellyfish so he can make lots of money by selling jellyfish Krabby Patties. So SpongeBob captures lots of jellyfish, and then Oh No Name actually follows SpongeBob home. Like, literally, look at that. So, SpongeBob gets a phone call, but no one will answer, and then Oh No Name actually turns off SpongeBob's power. And then there's a Krabby Patty with blue jelly, and then Oh No Name captures SpongeBob in a jar. And apparently someone's actually using jellyfish to make lots of jelly, and that someone is Mr. Krabs. And SpongeBob is so mad at Mr. Krabs because jellyfish deserve to be free. And SpongeBob tries to release the jellyfish from their prison, but he can't open it because obviously the door won't open unless you say open. And then Mr. Krabs accidentally says open, and then the thing opens, and SpongeBob cries with happiness because all the jellyfish are finally free. And Mr. Krabs tries to get away, but he can't get away, and then he takes jelly off the menu. And then Oh No Name finally goes into SpongeBob's net, and SpongeBob decides to name the jellyfish Friend. And then Friend accidentally, or he actually stings SpongeBob right in the hand, and now SpongeBob's got a big swollen hand, and he laughs really nervously. Oh shoot, this page is falling out. Oh gosh, oh no! Oh, I better tape that back in soon. But anyway, here are all the other Cine-Mangas available for Tokyo Pop and all that. And then an advertisement for, oh shoot, and then an advertisement for SpongeBob Saves the Day, and all this. Fairly Odd Parents. Ooh, look at that. I wonder what that is. SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parent video games? I don't know. And then SpongeBob SquarePants movie Cine-Manga. And that is actually pretty much all for the Gone Jellyfishin Cine-Manga book. I actually really like this Cine-Manga book. My favorite part about it is how cute it is. I really like all the fun jellyfishing adventures that SpongeBob has. I think it's very, very fun. And I really like the Jellyfish Hunter episode. I'm pretty sure that's the one with Oh No Name, aka Friend. So, I don't know why, but that's just so funny. I mean, look at that. So, yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. And peace out.